purpose of this video is to provide an introduction to the notion of a block. So if you go into the XBRL specification, you'll never find the term block. But blocks exist. A block is an informational artifact. It's not a technical syntax artifact. So this, I'll explain what I'm talking about. And the reason we have the notion of a block in Pesseract is because it allows us to do things that you could not do without the notion of a block. So XBRL has the notion of a network. So a network is a way to break up a report into separate fragments. It's purely technical. A component is a network plus a hypercube. So here you have a network and a hypercube and the information that is represented in that network and hypercube. The problem with a network is that you can put more than one hypercube in a network, and therefore it's not you can't really control logically what is in a network, okay? Because two different people could represent two networks in different ways, but the logic can still be the same. But if you break a report into a network plus a hypercube, then you get more consistency. But still, an information block could be represented in different hypercubes. But a block is pure information. Here you see a list of blocks. Okay? You can see that same list in the network view and the component view. So in the network view, you click and you have the network and the hypercube. You click again, network hypercube, which is the component, and the block of information, and the block of information. So notice when I click here, I see only the assets roll-up of the block. Here is the liabilities and equity roll-up of the block. Here I see both assets roll-up and liabilities and equity roll-up. So there's a correlation between what you see in this rendering and what you see in this model structure. The model structure drives the rendering. So here are the two blocks, assets roll up and liabilities and equity roll up. So this follows for the entire report. Here, this report has 14 networks, 14 components, because there's one hypercube per network, but it has 18 blocks. That means that there are several occasions when there are more than one block of information within a hypercube or a network. So this may not make a lot of sense, but it'll make more sense when you actually try and do things. So for example, I will go over this in another video, but here, so let me show you something else first. So here, I'm clicking on the assets roll up, and I go here, and I can see that is used to represent the disclosure assets roll up. Here is the disclosure liabilities and equity roll up. So there's a correlation between a block and a disclosure. So here is a list of all of the disclosures. Here's the assets roll up. And if I click here, that's the block that is used to represent the assets roll up. So this may take a little time to understand, but basically the block is an information logic artifact that enables many other useful things to occur. And that is why we use the notion of a block. It's very consistent between reports. There are patterns, so every one of these disclosures has these patterns. And I'm going to call that good.